Hey guys, I'm James.
And I'm Walker.
And this week we're going to be going over the biggest news in the world of video games. Welcome to Roundup.
First, the Half-Life 3 jokes can finally be put to rest.
Wait, Half-Life 3 confirmed?
In a sense. Valve has officially announced Half-Life Alyx, a brand new Half-Life title for virtual reality systems.
It may not officially be Half-Life 3, but it is a new addition to the series that introduces more lore and background to the franchise. Fans even speculate that if Half-Life Alyx is successful, it could push game devs to develop more titles for the series.
Based on the trailer, it seems as though this game's VR aspect will cause mechanics to be far more environmental interaction-based, and will also be more heavily influenced by puzzles.
So a Half-Life game. The game is set to release in 2020, I think March 2020, and has a price set at $60 USD. Players can, however, get the game for free with the purchase of any Steam-compatible VR headset. For those who already own one of these headsets, there is a 10% discount for all who pre-order Half-Life Alyx.
In other news, Arcane Studios co-founder, Rafael Colantario, is launching a new studio by the name of Wolf-Eye Studios. After working with Arcane Studios to create games like Dishonored and Wolfenstein, he is quoted with saying, "After taking some time off and consulting for a variety of video game companies, I'm ready for a new adventure."
Wolf-Eye Studios already has a project in the works that is set to announce in December of 2020 at the Game Awards. As said by the studio's press release, they hope to create games in which players live their own adventures in rich simulated worlds that respond to actions and decisions in ways that are unique to each playthrough.
Little more is known about the nature of the game, as Wolf-Eye is keeping it under wraps. We can assume the games will have a very personal, choose-your-own-adventure feel, but the gaming community is at a loss as to how exactly this will translate story and gameplay-wise. It could follow the Skyrim style of, there's a relatively optional main story, but what the player does in a playthrough is ultimately up to them, or a more Undertale-like style where all playthroughs are also affected by previous playthroughs, and the choices you make are extremely important to the plot.
That is extremely vague, like especially considering the guy we're talking about, he worked at Arcane, so he did games like Wolfenstein and what was the other one? Dishonored, which are like
somewhat more linear.
They're linear single-player games. Speaking of new releases, the next Saints Row game has been set to be released in 2020. The game will be the first addition to the series since the release of Saints Row 4 back in 2013. Wow, that was a long time ago. With the exception of the 2017 spin-off title by the name of Agents of Mayhem.
Right now, fans of the series don't have much information on what the game will entail. All Koch Media CEO Klemens Kundratitz has to say about the game is that they just wanted to get the word out that it's coming and that it's going to be great.
Finally, this week's Roundup wouldn't be complete if we didn't talk about Pokemon Sword and Shield. Aside from its immensely successful release on November 15th of 2019, it will also have a 5-day event in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate from November 22nd to November 27th.
This event will bring some of the newest Pokemon to Smash, including the starters, Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble, along with Corviknight, Morpeko, Zacian, Zamazenta. These characters are available as spirits in the game modes Spirit Board and World of Light.
While Sarina's trying to kill you. Well, thanks for tuning in to this week's Roundup. Be sure to like and subscribe and leave us your thoughts in the comments.
And don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Gaming Collegian. We'd really appreciate it. We also have articles written by our staff over at gamingcollegian.org.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next semester.